Hey everybody, welcome to my video, and it is my face again, and I've gone through a lot of changes. Since I last showed my face on the camera, I have dyed my hair to the same color as I had it when I was young, even natural hair color. So today's video I'm gonna be sketching in my sketchbook, and I'm also gonna be talking about negatively comparing your art to others, or negatively looking down on your art whilst looking at other people's art. And I'm going to talk about why that's bad and why that can affect your art negatively. And I'm kind of going to briefly go ahead and talk about positively also comparing your work to other people. Like, there is also a positive to comparing your work to others, and I think that we should talk about that as well a little bit. But mostly this video is going to be talking about why comparing your art negatively to other people's art is a bad thing, and what you can do to get over that, and just some ideas of how you can get over it. I know it's really hard and it's probably going to take a really long time, but I just wanted to make this video because I've fallen into the trap of negatively comparing my work without even thinking I'm doing it. So I wanted to just share a video about that and help you guys if you guys are struggling with this. So yeah, I will start drawing now, and I'll do a voiceover, so hopefully you'll see my face at the end of the video, or in the next one. So bye bye to my face, I guess. See you guys. Hey everybody, it's the voiceover cat here, and so in today's video I'm gonna be drawing Hanako from Toilet Barn Hanako-kun. I really like the art style of this anime, so I think I'm gonna do more studies from this anime. Obviously this one here I'm adding a little bit of my own flair to it. That's kind of how I go with drawing at the moment, but I'm hoping to learn a lot, so I'm gonna study Hanako a few times on this page that you see here, and maybe on a different page I'll study some of the other characters, but I'm not sure yet, so don't hold my word to it. But yeah, I just end up doing the sketch, the line art, and I color it. The reason I do really small drawings like this is because I use colored pencil, and I don't like doing bigger drawings because, you know, colored pencil just takes a long time to do, and I have some chronic problems, so I don't want to really do big drawings at the moment. Like, obviously I do them sometimes, but I don't really want to do them right now. But let's get to the main topic of the video. So the main topic of today's video is negative comparison, and I'm just gonna briefly explain what that is. So negative comparison is when you evaluate yourself unfavorably in relation to others. So in our case, it's us artists looking at other artists' work, or like other work in museums or something, and we look at our own work and we kind of like, damn, I wish I was that good, or damn, I wish I was as good as that, like, and we kind of tend to put down the work that we make. And I'm gonna kind of go and explain like why that's bad. And yeah, so why is negative comparison bad for your creative brain and your art? Comparing your art to other people's art in a negative way harms your art because you put unnecessary pressure on yourself. And if you put unnecessary pressure on yourself and your art, it can lead to you not having fun, and it can also lead to your art not improving, or you can even have some other issues like anxiety or stress. And I'm not saying like you have to improve art. Obviously, it's fine if you don't want to improve and you just, want to do it as a hobby or something, that's fine. But what I'm talking about in this video is mainly for people who are looking to improve their art skills and are struggling, and they're struggling because they are negatively comparing their artwork to other people's. But so the first thing that can happen if you negatively compare your artwork to someone else's is that you can have a lot of self-doubt because of that. And if you have a lot of self-doubt from negative comparison, you can lose confidence as an artist, which is obviously not great. It's like if you lose confidence as an artist, it causes you to procrastinate. It can cause you to be stagnant. It can cause you to just not even draw in some cases. And in most cases, it can also cause you to have troubles improving or taking risks or trying something new in your art practice. And you might not want to challenge yourself. And like I said, the main thing is you're not really doing art at all. Like if someone isn't doing art because they are afraid to do art because they think that it's not good enough, and all those other things that you can feel and say to yourself when you negatively compare your artwork to other people's. So normally the main place where negative comparison is coming from is normally social media like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, anywhere you're really looking at art, ArtStation, DeviantArt, any of these places where you go to look at art, and you could be negatively comparing your artwork to their artwork just by going on these social media and websites. But social media is usually the place where people post their best art, and they normally wouldn't post like little doodles or artwork that they don't like. At least I know that I am not that brave on posting art that I don't like. I still do it, but I don't feel good doing it. So, and from what I've seen too on social media, almost every popular artist is posting their finished works, their polished, rendered, finished pieces on there. So because of that, and because of so much of that, you start to think that, I need to get good and fast. It puts pressure on you to get better faster, because you see people posting on Instagram Reels. I know nowadays that it's people just batch recording or whatever, but you see these people posting different works every single day or every few days, and it's just wow, how is that possible? Well, most likely it's not. They're just they're just reposting and stuff, and that's fine. We gotta do what we gotta do to get into the algorithm, because that place is a hellhole. If you guys want me to talk about the struggles of being an artist on the internet, I can do a video about that if you want. But so looking on social media can make you feel very overwhelmed. And it's easier to start negatively comparing yourself, but it's also important to know that this is unrealistic for most creatives. They don't always make good art all the time. Yeah, so I don't know. We don't always make good art all the time. And in my experience, I'm not just making good art all the time. and I don't even see any of my art as good. Like, personally, I don't see any of my art as good right now. Like, I still feel like there's a long way for me to go. And I bet a lot of you guys are also feeling this way. So I feel like that I have so much more to learn. I know there's so much more I can change and try and, make better. But it takes a really, really, really long time for everybody, like, to get to a place where they are at least somewhat happy with their artwork. So seeing these people who have already reached those places, it can be really overwhelming and even frustrating. You can get frustrated at yourself. I know I have. I've gotten frustrated at myself for, like, not being as good as I could be, or for not being as good as someone else. Like, I see, for example, when I watch some animes and I'm like, wow, I just wish I was that good right now, but I'm not. And I start to bugger myself out with the thought that I need to do more, I need to get better, like, I need to do this like this, and all these things. And this can be a good thing, but it's mainly a bad thing if you're, pressuring yourself to get better and better all the time, and and you want something to look a certain way right now, but that's not really how it works. And just finding your art style in general is a very, very hard task. Or just getting good, I don't know, like, get good at art is just very, very difficult thing to do. And I think a lot of the times when we're looking at, these people online who are posting a lot of good art, and we're just like, we don't remember that it takes such a long time for them to also get to the place that they got to. And they were us someday. Like, they were us sat here being like, yeah, I'm not that good, and I wish I was that good, and thinking of those types of things. And yeah, I've definitely gone through it myself many, many times. Even now, like, I wish my art had its own uniqueness to it. And I just know it's gonna take me a long time. Like, I'm using this time now to just talk with you guys, draw, and talk about our struggles together, and just letting you guys know that you're not alone. And it's taken me a lot to make this video. Like, I've had to, really, really try and make a script and everything. Like, this is super duper out of my comfort zone, because if anybody watches my videos here regularly, I just bang on about anything for, like, minutes and minutes. But yeah, we have to do things that, like this for me, where I have to talk about a topic to push myself out of my comfort zone. And for a long time I procrastinated, because I looked at other people's videos and I was like, dang, they are so brave to talk about these things on the internet. And I didn't think that I had it in me. I didn't think I was brave enough, and I just never ended up doing it because of that. So even in the video sense, it's affected me even for this video. This video and this idea has been boiling around since about last year, so it's been in my notion for a long time, just waiting for me to chat about it. But yeah, so as you can see, I've struggled with negatively comparing my work and it affecting me badly, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the people watching this video have also. So I just wanted to make this video to help people. So I also want to go over how you can stop negative comparison, or how you can stop doing it so much. or how you can stop comparing negatively specifically, because you can also compare positively, which I'll go over just a little tiny bit after this list. But okay, so how to stop comparing your art negatively. So first thing you could do is limit your social media exposure. This could help you to focus more on your own work. Okay, so this is something that I have experience with. So I rarely go on the phone anymore. Like, I have an app that like simplifies my phone screen so I don't get distracted by apps or social media or anything. Like, I don't really like using my phone, but it's mainly because I have chronic hand pain and stiffness and things like that. So the phone was really bad for me. It was giving me a lot of pains and stuff. So I decided to get something that would not encourage me to go onto the app. So I don't really go on them that often. I'd say I go on it maybe. I'm gonna have a look now actually at just how long I've spent on my apps today. So normally I used to spend up to 8 to 9 hours a day on my phone, which is really bad, and I would not recommend doing that. That is terrible. Like, that's just too much. Like, that's too much for your brain to handle, especially with this topic too, negative comparison. Like, if you're on Instagram like 5 hours a day, like that hurts. That hurts just thinking about it. So I'm gonna try to find it. So today I have spent 2 hours on my phone today, so that's quite a lot for what I usually do. But I have a new app, Finch, but specifically YouTube, I have spent 17 minutes, so that's not too bad. I've spent 5 minutes on Instagram, 5 minutes on Pinterest. So as you can see, like, I don't really use the internet. And yesterday I spent 30 minutes on YouTube and 17 minutes on Instagram and 5 minutes on Pinterest, 0, on everything else. I did spend, however, 40 minutes on Discord, but I'm in our Discord server, so yeah. But as you can see, I don't really spend that much time on it because I don't have the distraction of the little brightly colored widgets. Like, my entire phone is like, I've hidden a lot of the apps, and if I want to find them, I have to literally search it, like the actual words instead of, the app pictures, and it's just blank. Like, it's blank on the home screen, and it just has the time and the day. I really like it. It's helped me a lot. I highly recommend getting a app like that. No, this is not sponsored. I got a free one, so you might be able to find a free one on your mobile. I just highly recommend it if you want to spend less time on social media. But me spending less time on social media and more time going on walks and watching anime on the TV and spending time drawing, exercising, taking care of my health, because that takes up most of my time, to be fair with you guys. But yeah, spending less time on social media can make it easier for you because you have that less time on the apps, so you don't even have that much time to even think about your art and their art. You just have enough time to be like, wow, that's cool, or I like that. And that's really, really good, because instead of negatively comparing your art, you could instead look at them and be like, think it's great and I'll be there someday. Those types of positive mindset, because social media does kind of foster a negative mindset if you're on it a lot. depending on your feed, like, it can negatively impact your mind a lot. Like, even not just that, like, you could have the most innocent video in the world and people on Instagram will just destroy it. Like, like, the comments is really where it's at for that. But yeah, the second thing that you can do to stop negative comparison is focus on your art and your projects. So obviously this is an obvious one. Like, so if you spend less time on social media, if you spend more time being bored or going outside or something, your brain's gonna come up with some ideas. Like, my brain's come up with a lot of ideas since I've been going outside a lot, so I highly recommend going outside. Going outside gives you great ideas. The sun's good for you. The outdoors is good for you. Like, where I live in Finland, it's pretty inspiring. I live basically in a forest, and like, I've seen like little creatures and squirrels and snails and, you know, things like that have inspired me. Even just trees. I've been inspired to draw trees because I've seen trees, you know, outside. Oh my god, I really apologize for the hiccups. But yeah, so just focusing on you and your health and your art is really helpful, of course, because, you know, you don't only get inspired by social media or videos. And something else I highly recommend actually is watching shows that you enjoy, like, or that you enjoyed in the past, because I'm rewatching Black Clover right now, and it sparked so much like ideas and creativity. Like, for me, it's just who I want to draw. Like, I just want to draw certain characters. Like, obviously Hanako's not from Black Clover, but, like, you know, it's given me inspiration to draw some characters and add them to a list of some sort. So, third thing that you might want to do is celebrate your small achievements that you drew or took a photo of. Like, celebrate these little things. Like, you drew that cupcake today. Like, yeah, you drew a cupcake today. Like, that's good. You need to appreciate every single little step, because that's what leading us up to the good stuff, you know. That's what's taking us to where we want to be. And I should appreciate this Hanako drawing, even if I didn't think it was the best, because I did it. I showed up. I drew it, and that makes me really happy to know that this will be part of my artistic journey, which I can look back on in the future and be like, you know what, that was actually pretty good. Because I don't know if you guys have had this, but sometimes you look back at old drawings and you're like, you know what, that wasn't too bad. That was actually pretty good. So remember to give yourself, you know, some celebration and some happy vibes, because, you know, you did it. So we're all in this together. So yeah, the next thing you could do is set realistic goals for yourself. So never ever set like ridiculous goals for your art, like become Akira Toriyama by next week. Like, that's just not possible. Like, maybe make a little goal for the week and be like, practice drawing hands this week. Like, don't even specify the day. Just be like, I'm going to practice this week. And even if you draw one, that's enough. Like, if you can't achieve, quotation marks, achieve your goals, it's fine. Like, it happens. Next is embrace mistakes. This one, I really like this one. Just, like, every time you draw without, like, expectation, if that makes sense. So, like, going in it without any expectations is so good for you, because You'll make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Even the best artists in the world makes mistakes. So it's fine. Like, and some mistakes are part of the best works in the world. So, well, there you go. So, like, making mistakes is fine. Like, the more mistakes, the merrier. Like, I sound crazy right now, but I love making mistakes because it helps me to learn and it helps me to, see where I need to focus my skills on. So in this drawing, the hand is terrible, so I need to focus on drawing with the hands, and I also need to focus on being looser with my drawings because that's a health problem right now. But like I said, just allow your mistakes to be and learn from them. That's how we grow. And maybe do some ugly drawings. I did some ugly drawings on the other side of this page, which is probably not what most people want at the other side of their sketchbook spread, but I don't care, so it is what it is. And next thing is to try mindfulness, breathing, or meditation. So I do a lot of meditating, and it really helps my brain. Like, it really helps me calm down and have a clear head, because having a clear head really helps with everything in life. Like, you go into everything calmly, and no expectations is the main part of this. It's just not having harsh expectations on yourself. So positive comparison is real, and what you can do with positive comparison is, if you look at someone else's work and you like something that they do, then you can obviously try it out for yourself and see if you like it. And that's one way you can compare positively. And the last thing I want you guys to know is that everybody is on their own art journey, and everybody will find that success at their own time, and you don't need to worry that you're behind or whatever. Like, these things don't matter. All that matter is that you enjoy what you do and that you love what you do, and that will keep you going. Like, if you wake up and you love art, do it even if you think your art is bad, because all that matters is that it makes you happy and it makes people around you happy as well, that you're happy, and blah blah blah. So just remember, when you see someone else's art, just remember that they were in your shoes once before, and you can then look at it with a fresh pair of eyes and be like, you know what, they worked for that, they did such a good job, and I will be there someday too. And that's all you need to stop comparing yourself to other people's art negatively. And I hope that you take this advice if you were struggling with this, and I hope that it helped you. I hope that it helped you, and I will be able to respond to any comments if anybody has any more questions. And if anybody wants to add to this, then go ahead and add to it in the comments, because I'm pretty sure people are looking for support in this if they are struggling with it. So it took me a really long time to make a video like this, because I am quite nervous person. So I was worried about how, like, people judging what I say and things like that, and thinking that my voice isn't as important as other people's voice, and other people have talked about this before and stuff. But that's just not good, like, I might have something valuable to tell other people from, like, my own experiences with certain things and how they have helped me and how they could help you. But I want to add a little bit on the meditation part. I meditate once a night and it helps me sleep. But something else that I noticed too is it helps me stay calm, at least relatively calm. I wish I could do it like more, but I can't. Like, honestly, meditating is the best feeling ever. Just like, it just feels like you're weightless and that there's nothing in your brain. I thought there was nothing in my brain, but I seem to always have this like pressure feeling in my brain. So it really helps me, and I'd recommend for all artists. I also recommend doing some stretches and stuff. Those are pretty helpful, especially with chronic pains. But yeah, breathing exercises are also really good. I think breathing exercises are the ones that help me the most. Obviously, I think these things are just overall good things to do. Like, it doesn't really have a lot to do with negatively comparing yourself to other people, but by bringing yourself to mindfulness and clarity, it might make it better for you, and it's gonna be a lot harder to compare when you're not even thinking about that. So yeah, it was really hard to get this video out, but yeah, I'm super glad I'm doing it now. I'm very nervous to post a video, and if anybody has anything to add to the topic that they think would help people, then definitely write some comments. And if you have any suggestions, then I would appreciate those suggestions, like what kind of videos you want to see next from me. But yeah. So I thought I would record the outro whilst I'm recording the intro. So thanks everybody for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, make sure to subscribe to see more videos from me. And also, yeah, I hope you have a good week or weekend or whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Oh yeah, I'll be posting every Monday. No, not every Monday. I'll be posting every Tuesday now. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one.